All right, I'm working on installing these T-nuts. I did a little practice piece here. I did draw a circle around it, but I drilled a 7/16 hole. I drove one of these in there, and it stayed. I mean, it stays pretty good. But then when I pulled it out, I can see that the prong's bent on it a little bit here. So I'm going to straighten those back out, and hopefully not break them off. This one's pretty good. This one's got to be straightened, and these two are definitely bent. So I'll straighten those out. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to find the size bit to countersink this so that it's just below the surface, and then I'll come up with something to capture that so that it can't be forced out like I just did. So let me get to work on that, and I'll show you what I have when I get done. Alright, turns out it's a 1-inch bit. So countersink that about the depth of a quarter. I'm just going to freehand these. I've got I still have my drill press set up from when I drilled the handle, so it's centered this way for the first two, and then I'll move my fence to do the other ones. And I'll do the countersinks first, then do the through holes, and we should be good to go. Got my new light here today too. Works pretty good. Look at it here. Old light, new light. You can't even see hardly anything with that old light. It's just a light bulb. So anyway, I like this. It's a magnetic base. It doesn't come with the greatest instructions, but it's from Lee Valley. So three AAA batteries, and it's LED, and then you've got this flexible shaft to put the light wherever you want it. There we go. You got to remember, these are going in from the back side, so my registration marks are down. looks good. I'll reset my fence for a 2-inch offset from the fence. I went 2-inch, 2 and 2, and this is 5 and then centered, about 4 3/4. Got all the holes drilled, 7/16 through, countersunk on the back side to the depth of that piece of metal. So what I'm going to do is pound these in there, and I think I'll just glue a little scrap piece over the top, and that'll keep them from moving on me, or being forced out. Okay, well, I've finished drilling my holes, and this is set up, so I'm just running my scraper over it to try and get it close to level with the ply. It looks pretty good. I mean, alright, I'm pretty close there. I think I'll run the sander over the rest of it. See what it looks like when I get done with that. Not bad. I think it looks more like just a dark streak in the ply. I've got some of these other little streaks here and there. Yeah, here you can see this one. There's one over here as well. Out here. So I think that'll be okay. It's going to have to be, I guess. I don't know what to tell you except that it's very good. I mean, it's smooth, it's hard, and it's not moving. So I guess I'd give it my my endorsement. JB Woodweld. I think it cost me about $4. I probably used about maybe 10 cents worth of it. That's flush. There's no divot there. And I'm happy. That'll be good. Much better than that gouge, that's for sure. Alright, now I'll get onto those T-nuts. I'll get this thing off of my bench here and start installing those. Okay, it's been a while since I've installed a T-nut, but what I'm going to do here is I've got the one in my first location here now, and it's set up like this. T-nut threaded almost all the way through with the bolt, and then I threaded it through this way. So you can see there. And then I'm dropping it through the hole of my ultimate work table. Like so. And that bolt is acting like a plumb bob. It's pulling it down perpendicular. So I'm just going to put up a little board on top of here and whack this and give it a set. Looks pretty square. I think that'll work just fine. So we'll do the rest that way, and we'll show you how I'm going to lay them out on the table so that I get the perfect hole locations over there. Well, that didn't work out too well. This is why when I pounded it in, the prongs are twisting on me. They're flattening out so it wouldn't bottom out in the hole. So I'm going to straighten these out and see if I can get this. I think what I might have to do is press them in. Stay tuned. Plan B. You always have to have a plan B. After doing the first one and the prongs were bending a little bit, I did the second one and it worked out much better. And what I found is that I had to re-drill these holes a bit deeper. And what I'm doing here is I'm just putting the T-nut in here. Give it a couple taps. I'm taking it out carefully in the same position that I tapped it, and I'm taking I believe this is an 1/8 inch drill bit, and right where those tap marks were I'm pre-drilling a little bit. It's just like pre-drilling for a screw hole. Hang on a second. So now putting that T-nut back in the way I had it, you can see it settles into those holes pretty good. There. Now it's below the surface, or flush, and now I can put a little cap on there, not have it worried about it popping out. So that's going to be my method. Dot the prongs. I'll show you one more time here. Grab another T-nut. Place it in the hole there. Just a couple light taps. square. So I'll get the rest of them, doing the same thing. Alright, I got things set up here the way I want them. And I got guide blocks or gauge blocks, I guess, on these two representing the sides, these two representing the end of the legs. And this is just ever so slightly less than the width of the board, of the shuffleboard here. So that's good. I'm just inside the line and parallel to it. And now I've got my clamps ready here. This allows me, this little thing that I was using for my angles, it now allows me to reach over that block, tighten this up. Like so. Whoop! Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I know why. Wait a second. Let's try that again. Center. Alright. See if this will work this time. I think what's happening is this wants to slide out because it's not clamping directly. I'm offset. This side is offset from this clamping pressure right here. So I'm gonna have to get a block in underneath here. This will work. Let me try that. Oh yeah. Much better. All right, one on the other side. Double check everything. This looks good. I'll look on the other side here. I think I might want to just tap this just a little bit. Yeah. bring this corner back just a skosh. Yeah. Now I think I got it. Maybe a light tap there. Okay. Yeah. Other side. All right, we're good. So what I've got here is my 5/16 drill bit, which just fits nicely in those T-nuts there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and spin one here once. I don't want to damage those threads, but I think I can do this. Just making a mark there. All right. Forgot about that block. I'm glad it didn't hit my toe. All right, we got a nice mark. Now the next thing I want to do is get a block so that I drill a straight hole through it on my drill press so that I keep my hole perpendicular here. Drill that through with this 5/16 and then open it up with a 3/8 and maybe go to a 7/16. We'll have to see. But I'm going to drill that block. I'll be right back.